Welcome back to the show. After sailing a seemingly sinking ship, the Yediyurappa government has managed to stay afloat, at least for now. The much-awaited verdict has come out in case of disqualification of rebel BJP MLAs in Karnataka. The Karnataka High Court has upheld the disqualification of 11 MLAs. The MLAs have now said that they will appeal in the Supreme Court on this decision. After a split verdict by a two-judge bench on whether the BJP MLAs should stay disqualified or not, Chief Justice J.S. Khehar had transferred the case to third judge Justice Sabahit. After hearing arguments on both sides, Justice Sabahit had reserved his orders. The petitioners had challenged their disqualification on October 10th, just a day before the first trust vote of the Yediyurappa government. We were joined by NDTV correspondent Vasanthi, who told us about what this ruling by the Karnataka High Court means for the status quo in the state.
It's been a day that's clearly brought relief to the Yediyurappa government that was reduced to a minority after 11 BJP MLAs along with 5 independents withdrew support on the 5th of October. The Karnataka High Court and Justice Sabahit, who heard the case today, concurred with the Chief Justice, Justice J.S. Khehar, who had upheld the disqualification of 11 of these rebel MLAs. And with that, it is status quo for the Yediyurappa government as of now, though the aggrieved party, the rebel MLAs, are expected to appeal to the Supreme Court any time now. In Bangalore, with camera person DM Kumar, Vasanthi Hariprakash for NDTV.
And some more national news. Former Gujarat Minister Narendra Modi's right-hand man for long, Amit Shah, will leave jail soon, with the Gujarat High Court granting him bail today. Shah spent 3 months in jail, some of that time in hospital as well, after being arrested by the CBI in connection with the Shorabuddin fake encounter case on July 25th. He had challenged the rejection of his bail plea by the Central Bureau of Investigation Court last month. Now, the Supreme Court today asked the centre to allocate the food grains which it cannot store properly to the states for distribution to the BPL families under the PDS. The petitioner told the court that as per the latest reports, around 7 crore families are not covered under the PDS. The Supreme Court has asked the Attorney General to report to the court as to why 7 crore families have been left out of the reach. The Supreme Court will hear the Attorney General's view on the 11th of November. Now, Prime Minister Manmohan Singh met his Chinese counterpart in Hanoi today and raised the issue of staple visas with him. Manmohan Singh told Jiabao that the two countries should be sensitive to each other's core concerns. The Chinese Premier will visit India in December this year. Special representatives of India and China will also meet by the end of this month on the boundary issue. Back in the city, the Chennai Corporation has planned 2 dialysis centers, one each in north and south of Chennai. Patients can avail of services free of cost at the center. A resolution to this effect was passed at the Corporation Council meet that was held today. The corporation has also given a go-ahead to provide monetary assistance for education purposes for children. 3,000 rupees will be provided for students who wish to pursue arts and sciences and 25,000 rupees for those who want to study engineering or medicine. Now, the former DMK MLA 43-year-old Ravi Shankar, who posed as an official from the Income Tax Department, has confessed that he had thrown his unlicensed pistol into the Kuam River during police interrogation. However, search spearheaded by the police along with the fire and rescue services ended in vain. Ravi Shankar was interrogated by the police for the past 5 days and was produced before the Saidapet court. Now, the city police will have to come to know that there are already 14 cases pending against him with the Tamil Nadu police, out of which 5 are from Chennai alone.
14 cases altogether. Chennai alone, we have 5 cases. And apart from Chennai, I think Tuticorin has 2 cases and there is a case of NIB. The rest, I think about half a dozen districts have 1 case each. And we've recovered about 173 sovereigns. And he is supposed to have thrown a revolver into the Kuam River. We are not able to retrieve that till now. And we have remanded him, took him into police custody, we have interrogated him, recovered property and remanded him again.
Now, the much-awaited northeast monsoon has landed over South India today. A trough of low pressure over Bay of Bengal is expected to bring in more rains throughout the region till tomorrow. Many places over Tamil Nadu, Kerala and a few areas over coastal and south interior Karnataka witnessed rain. Heavy rains are expected to occur in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry in the next 48 hours. Now, the police in Chennai are busy with Diwali preparations of a different kind. Watch out for their fireworks on the other side.